Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches: Washington Nationals vs Baltimore Orioles, Atlanta Braves vs Philadelphia Phillies, and New York Yankees vs Boston Red Sox, which are happening on Sunday, July 25, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. This clearly isn't the Washington lineup that the team would like to have, with Starlin Castro and Kyle Schwarber missing from the batting order. The Nationals have struggled over the last couple of weeks and have dropped back in the NL East race. As well as Espino threw in his last start, it came at home against the Marlins. He has pitched well at home this season, but as we showed, his numbers on the road are mediocre at best with a limited track record. Means has dropped his last 3 starts and struggled in his outing against the Rays. Jon Lester pitched 7 scoreless innings and hit his 4th career homer Monday against the Marlins in his first appearance since the All-Star break. Lester gave up 8 runs in his previous start to finish the first half with a 5.54 ERA. But he feasted against a depleted Marlins lineup tonight, striking out a season-high 7 and walking none. Overall, he's 3-4 with a 4.99 ERA, 1.65 WHIP, with 49 strikeouts and 70 innings of work, and has a favorable matchup against a slumbering Orioles offense. Baltimore won for the 4th time in 6 games as they prevailed in the opening game of this set. The Orioles entered Saturday last in the AL East, 27 games behind the Red Sox for the division lead. In the AL wild card race, Baltimore was 22.5 games behind Oakland for the 2nd wild card spot. On Friday night, Baltimore had 6 hits with Pat Valaika, 2 runs, 2 RBI, the lone player with 2. Valaika homered twice, giving him 4 on the year. Jorge Lopez didn't factor in the decision as he threw 4.2 innings, allowing 1 run on 4 hits with 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. Paul Fry, 4-3, earned the win with 1.1 scoreless innings of relief, striking out 3. John Means is on the mound for his 14th start of the season for the Orioles in this contest. He comes in 4-3 with a 2.72 ERA, a 0.868 WHIP, 13 walks and 71 strikeouts over 76 innings of work this season. Means took the loss in his last start, which came Tuesday on the road against Tampa Bay in his first outing since June 5. He threw 5 innings, allowing 5 runs on 7 hits with no walks and 2 strikeouts, in a 9-3 Orioles loss. Pitching at home this season, Means is 1-1 with a 4.91 ERA, a 1.20 WHIP, 6 walks and 18 strikeouts over 18.1 innings in 4 starts. Means didn't factor in the decision in his lone career start against the Nationals, which came at home on August 16, 2020. He threw just 2/3 of an inning, allowing 3 runs on 4 hits with a walk and no strikeouts in a game the Orioles eventually lost 6-5. Means is 10-9 with a 3.75 ERA, a 1.045 WHIP, 28 walks and 114 strikeouts over 132 innings and 28 career appearances, 26 starts, at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. My betting advice for that game is to pick Baltimore Orioles. This is a huge game with big implications in the NL East standings. Phillies starter Aaron Nola is having a poor season for his lofty standards. He has not been able to contain the Braves this season, recording an abysmal 6.32 ERA in 3 starts. Nola has especially struggled lately, surrendered 15 runs in his last 3 starts overall, spanning 16 innings. Furthermore, Braves starter Tauki Toussaint was fantastic in his season debut earlier this week, limiting the tough Padres lineup to just 1 run in 6.2 innings. Even with a number of its best hitters out, Atlanta still managed to rack up 15 runs on 17 hits on Saturday night to take the advantage in the 4-game series with the Phillies. Atlanta scored in each of the first 3 innings as Freddie Freeman and Abraham Almond went deep, and things really got out of hand late as Ozzie Albies hit a 3-run homer in the 8th before Jock Peterson also launched a 3-run long ball in the 9th. Aaron Nola will take the mound for the 20th of the season on Saturday. Nola wasn't sharp in his latest outing, squandering 4 runs including 2 homers in 5.1 innings against the Yankees, and was tagged with a loss to even his record at 6-6. The veteran right-hander has not been at his best in 3 straight outings, and his numbers do not resemble an ace, filing a 4.65 ERA and a 1.23 WHIP in 106.2 innings. The Braves have given him some trouble this year, as he has allowed 11 runs in 15.2 innings and stands at 11-7 with a 3.42 ERA against the division foes. Philly was able to thwart a 3-game losing streak with Friday's 5-1 home victory. They are 4 games back of the Mets. The bullpen has been a big issue this season and has blown several saves. The pen ranks 21st overall with a 4.65 ERA. Watch for JT Realmuto, who is a tough out against the Braves, registering a .370 average with a stellar 1.1 ops in 43 at-bats this season. The 30-year-old is one of the best hitting catchers in the game and has accrued 39 RBIs, along with an .816 ops on the year. Realmuto tallied 6 RBIs in his last 7 games. The Phillies are averaging 4.52 runs on the season, landing them 13th in the majors. The pitching staff has recorded a 4.37 team ERA, positioning them 18th overall. My advice for that game is to pick Atlanta Braves. The Yankees are 9-3 against the Red Sox this season, and they are 1-5 at Fenway Park. Saturday's comeback victory generated plenty of buzz over the weekend, but it'll be back to the business of losing for this Yankees team in Boston on Sunday. They were on their way to losing a 6th straight game to the Red Sox at Fenway before their 8th-inning soiree. And surprisingly enough, it came on a night when the Red Sox couldn't muster a single run for the last 6 innings of the game. Boston's offense has been too active at the plate to assume they're going to let that performance fly for a second time. They'll come out swinging for the fences with success in the series finale. I'm not saying Martin Perez isn't going to get touched up on the mound, but he'll do good enough to help keep the scoreboard in check. Oh yeah, and the bullpen won't implode this time around. The New York Yankees have been an average offense this season as they are posting a .718 ops, which is 13th in baseball. They have been hitting home runs for a lot of their offense as they are tied with the Houston Astros for 8th as they have 125 home runs. Unfortunately for them, a large percentage of them are solo home runs and not providing too much damage. Designated hitter Giancarlo Stanton needs to be a more consistent hitter, but his overall numbers look good as he has an .818 ops with 16 home runs and 46 RBI this year. If the Yankees can be a more consistent team, they can eye up one of the wild card spots at the minimum. The Red Sox can point a finger at their defensive meltdown in the 8th inning, but I'm more concerned about their bats going quiet in the last 6 innings of the game. They look nothing like the team ranked number 3 in the league in run scoring offense. It all starts at the plate for the Red Sox. No one is hanging their hat on Martin Perez showing up and dropping a gem against the Yankees. Anyone picking Boston to bounce back is assuming they're going to have an emphatic offensive response after getting shut down at the plate. And Perez needs to be decent. The left-handed pitcher is throwing a 4.16 ERA with a 1.48 WHIP on the season. He took a loss to the Yankees in the Bronx a week ago, and this will be his opportunity for a little revenge at Fenway. I swear Forrest Gump could see the Yankees' offense in the future when he mentioned life being like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get from that offense. We'll see what Perez's response looks like for a Red Sox offense allowing an average 4.67 runs per game at home. My betting advice for that game is to pick Boston Red Sox. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.